Hello, 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 and welcome to My Empty Hands, a podcast about the martial arts, usually focused on Kempo, but we have love for all the different arts around here. As usual, I am Reggie Darden, and today I have another wonderful guest with me, Miss NaKeesha Hayes, and yeah, we are going to we're going to talk some capoeira today. So. I always start things off with just giving a little bit of my background, in that I currently train in multiple martial arts, American Kempo being the primary one, and Capoeira being, I guess, kind of tied for primary. I also train in Hapkido, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, Muay Thai. I also have some experience in Taekwondo and boxing. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So uh, I wanted to give a little bit of a primer, I guess, here for our guest for today. So I wanted to have her on for a couple of reasons. One of those being for uh, I interviewed her teacher, Professor Melandro. But as we're recording here, I have not released his episode. His is actually going to be released as a quote unquote lost episode, because we recorded probably like a year ago, and just for whatever reason I did. Well, I guess I know the reason, but it's a big long story. I didn't get to release his episode, but that is coming. Um, so that's that part of it. But the main reason that I wanted to have Miss Hayes on is because I find her story very inspiring and very motivational, and I wanted to. When I came across her on the social medias and seeing what she was doing, I was like, yeah, I think we need to have her on the show. So she has graciously agreed to be on, and is going to share her story. So we're going to get into that here in just a moment. But let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed before we get to her, but I don't think there is. So we will turn it over to our guest here. So how did Capoeira find you? Where did it all start? And we're going to kind of go from there.
No problem. Thank you so much, Reggie, for having me on your show. I think this is pretty amazing. This is something definitely, capoeira is something that is definitely new for me. I enjoy it substantially, and I didn't think that I would. So, when it comes down to my own personal journey, how I got started was actually through my son. In Atlanta, we have a space where um, we were able to receive a class. And I was like, oh, that would be fun, and it was capoeira. Uh, Coach Wadi was actually the one who introduced us and said, hey, you guys should join in the class of capoeira. I was like, what is that? And she was like, it's the Brazilian martial arts. And I was like, is that the one where they kind of do the dancing thing? And she was like, yeah, that one. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That would be great. Let's try it out. Why not? We're new to the area, so because of that, I'm trying to find, and I've been trying to find things for my son to be involved in. Being around positive people, especially with representation, it really does matter to me for on behalf of my son. So when she told me about Professor Melandro, she was like, "Well, Professor Melandro, he was a part of the Black Panther movie, and he helped with T'Challa." And she was sharing all of these wonderful facts about Professor Melandro. I was like, "Yeah, let's go, we in." And so when we started Capoeira, it was with Coach Wadi, and my son was the only person in the class. And so I was like, well, shoot, if he's the only one in this class, then shoot, I might as well join in too, because it looked like fun. And so that's how I got started, and my son got started in capoeira.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of families that train together, stay together, and I definitely am a big fan of when parents train with their students. A lot of these days, there's in a lot of other martial arts, the parents drop off the kids and then just disappear. And I don't I don't enjoy that for a number of reasons. I think that you should be involved, even if you're not training yourself. You should be involved in what your children are doing, and not just leave them with the quote unquote babysitter. So
Mm.
I think it's good that you're training with them. Um, we'll probably bounce. We may bounce around a little bit, but I want to definitely get to kind of the meat of your journey here. So, uh,
Absolutely.
the thing that that stuck out was so you're on Instagram, and you posted that you have kind of this 30-day challenge
Hmm.
uh, in trying to do a particular capoeira movement within 30 days. So and you've been doing one of the great things that you need in martial arts is being consistent, and that you have posted every day where you're at in the progress, which I think is huge. Something I definitely need to do more of. I've been saying that I'm going to post more and stuff like that and videos, and I really am not a fan of seeing myself on video, but here we are with the podcast and all this good stuff. Um, so I'm curious. I mean, that's a big step, not only in just getting involved with the martial arts, but putting yourself out there on the internet. And unfortunately, there's a lot of negativity and things like that on the internet. So I'm curious, what was the inspiration to go ahead and have this challenge, and to go ahead and post it.
Well, the what everything that you just spoke about is my insecurity. I am on social media. That's like for me. That's what I do. That's my space. That's my juice. However, when I'm on social media, it's from the head, to right about here where we are right now, or the lowest part I'll go is to my hips. And for me, in my own personal space, as my company and my business, I specialize in helping people get out of their comfort zone. And so for me, it's more like, okay, if I'm going to say this, I actually have to be it too. So it's funny that we're having this conversation because I literally was on the phone with Professor Melandro, and I was like, yo, this is so uncomfortable for me because I don't do the whole body. I don't I don't do that. That's not who I am. It's just I don't feel comfortable. So this is really taking me out of my comfort zone. Like truly. Like cuz it's we have to see ourselves and we have to look at ourselves and we have to critique our own selves, even though everybody else is like, oh, this is beautiful, this is inspirational, this is amazing. But personally, it's like you looking at the reflection of who you are as an individual. And I realized that when I see myself doing this, I can be very critical of myself and not opening enough to look at the fact that one, I am new to the martial arts. I'm brand spanking new. I am 45 years old and I am trying something so new. And it's like I am making huge mistakes and I feel inadequate and I feel uncomfortable and I feel like all my insecurities are right in front of me as I'm trying my best to look good, trying to do the negativa. Like the negativa has been the bane of my existence. And so I feel like those were my feelings. But now, because I have been doing this, I'm almost at my 30-day mark, and I actually, I actually got through the negativa. I did 10 negativas in less than 10 days, so I already met my goal, which is cool. But now that I know that I can meet my goal, now that I know that I'm consistent, but I'm consistently showing people that I am failing and I'm failing horribly in my eyes. It has inspired so many people, especially on my TikTok page. It has inspired so many people to try something new and to get out of their comfort zone, no matter what age you are. I'm flopping around, y'all. I'm flippity floppity. It looks bad. Coach Waddy is in the comments telling me, Keish, you're doing a good job. Just work on this. Don't kick so fast. And I'm literally putting myself out there to get critiqued. And that's okay. But it's still like, okay, how am I going to take it? How am I going to naturally allow myself to be present in the moment, to be vulnerable in the moment, to be vulnerable in this space, and to really allow myself to give myself the moment and the momentum to inspire my own self to do what I can and to try something new. And so that's the reason why I've been doing it. That's why I created the challenge for the most part. Just so I can look and say, okay, I did something new. It's not just age. Sometimes we let things like, and Professor Melandra always tells me, same as Coach Waddy, you got to get out of your head space because the only limitations that you have is in your head. And so that's me literally getting out of my head and being vulnerable and sharing my flops, my flips, and my victories. So, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I that is huge. Uh, in our world of social media, everybody's worried about a particular image or anything like that, and to be able to go out there and say, "Hey, this is uh, I'm doing this move. Maybe it's not perfect. Maybe you're still new to the game, so uh, that's perfectly fine. But to be able to put yourself out there, being new and it's I think it's a very very big statement on the power of positive thinking and having someone. I mean, I've known Professor Melandro for a long time, and he's a fantastic teacher and
It is.
really inspiring as well. So that just it just level it's more of a level up to be able to kind of uh set this challenge so early on. I would say that a lot of new people kind of use their newness as a cheat code and kind of like, oh well, yeah, I'm new, so I don't have to kind of do things. I don't have to kind of push myself, and so to be out there early on is a good start, a good habit to get onto. So kudos to what you're doing. And
Thank you.
yeah, so you mentioned that you've already kind of hit the goal. So so now is there a new goal getting set? So
Yeah, so the new goal is that I do at least 8 movements, which is very hard. I'm at 4.5, but I'm getting there. It may not be the perfect thing or the perfect way, but I'm getting there, and that's how I look at it. If I don't meet that challenge, it's cool because the whole purpose is for me to try. I remember when I first was thinking about capoeira. My son, I could not stand my son. My son, he does like he's 5, so he does 5-year-old things. And my son, when we first started with Professor Melandro, my son was like, "Mommy, you can't do this because you're too fat." And I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Professor Melandra, my mommy can't do this because she got to lose weight." And I was like, "Oh, kid, you got to be kidding me. Really?" And then Professor Melandra looked at me. He was like, "Is that the issue? Is that the problem? Is that the problem?" He said, "Because that's not a truth or a fact." And that's when he told me, like, your weight doesn't matter. It really is about your mentality and how you approach things. Your weight is the thing that, in your mind, that blocks you from moving forward. Same thing as Coach Waddy. She said the same thing. She was like, "Girl, I used to be thickums too." And I've done this for so long that, you never know what your body can do when you get out of your way. So with both of them, sharing that impact and sharing their way of thinking, it helped me to get to this point where I'm like, all right, well, bump it. You know, we're going to be out here. We're going to be out here. We showing it all. We showing it all.
Exactly. Yeah, I too am from the Jolly tribe,
Yes,
and
baby.
I uh, and I've been that way at various levels
Uh-huh.
throughout my capoeira journey. As I mentioned before we started recording, I believe this is my 19th year in doing capoeira, and yeah, it's I would say doesn't get any easier. I guess it kind of does, depending on your perspective. But
Mhm.
um, yeah, you have to. There's no reason not to get out there and do it. And uh, in capoeira, I think capoeira is one of the few arts where it is very inclusive to everybody. So what I mean with this is if you're doing, not to call out any particular martial art or anything like that, but if you're doing, let's say you're doing taekwondo and you injure yourself, kind of for the most part, I mean, we don't need to get into specifics, but for the most
Right.
part, if you break your leg or something like that, there's not really anything you can do as far as training. I mean, yeah, you could come in and take notes and things like that, but you're kind of for the most part for when you're done. With capoeira, you can, if you can't do the physical moves, you can come in and you can play music. You can
Mhm.
contribute to the energy and still, I mean, still train
Participate. Mhm.
without actually doing any of the physical things. And a lot of people talk about, oh, well, or they make the excuse that, oh, I can't get into martial arts because I'm such and such size or such and such age or anything like that. And that is nonsense in my
Mhm.
in my view, because I know and have seen many capoeiristas that are very advanced in age. I will give a shout out to Mestre Labal. He's up there, and
A
he
seasoned
his games are
individuals.
are fire. Yeah, he's straight fire. So and then there are larger size capoeiristas that move like you wouldn't believe. So there is no excuse for getting out there and getting into the training and starting and making it happen. Yeah,
Absolutely.
if you've got that excuse, just go ahead and throw it out the window and get into the class. So, and of course, it would not be a show without a dog barking. So that's just how it goes. So we'll run with it, and I will try and get my dog just to shut up here. Let's see. So as far as the martial arts go, so this is capoeira has been your only taste of martial arts. You haven't uh, dabbled or anything in anything else in your time.
When I was a little girl, I did karate for a moment, and the furthest I've gotten was a yellow belt. That was as far as I got. Because our family were, I'm a military brat, so our family had to move a lot. So after that, we never really picked it back up. So being out here and doing capoeira, it's been really cool because the reality was I wanted to do kickboxing. I saw this amazing kickboxer when I was about 35 years old. And I was like, yo, I want to be just like her. Like, she was doing the thing. I was like, and she looked good. You know, I was like, let's go. She's a fighter. I'm a tomboy at heart. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. And I think during that time, that's when Taibo was like the thing. And so I was like trying to do the Taibo and, that form of kickboxing. I was like, but this is not this is not the offensive like fighting. This is not the fighting one. This is the cute one. I don't want the fighting one. So it ended up being a part of my back burner. But when I saw Capoeira and I started to look more into it, because I had told Professor Melandro like I stalked him online because I was looking at all the things because I like to dive in deep and analyze things and I'm just that person. So I followed every social media platform he had. I looked through all his videos dang near, and I was like, okay, cool, cool. This is what you do. This looks like fun. And I saw him like do his flips. That's what I call them. I don't know what they real technically are, but I saw him do his flips. I saw him do the acrobatic parts, and I was like, "This is awesome!" And then I saw him kicking. I was like, "Yes, this is what I want to do." So that's the closest thing that I've gotten to martial arts. Like, oh yeah, okay, cool, this is it, and that's why it's a collaboration for my desire for kickboxing and also hopefully with time self defense. And I think that's where kind of yeah, that's where I want to head to the self defense part eventually with time.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Another, I guess, misconception about capoeira is that it's all these flips and fancy movements and stuff like that, and there is a lot of self defense components in capoeira. There are hand strikes. There are a lot of takedowns. There's all the gambit and not just backflips and hand spins. So yeah, don't sleep on capoeira if you're one of those fighting types. There's a lot to be gained from training in it. And I've also always said that capoeira is one of the few martial arts where you can go essentially 100% in your training and not injure your people.
Mm-hmm.
So in kempo and in a lot of the other arts, if you go 100% with your partner, they're going to be too hurt or dead or or they're just not going to like you very much, and they won't be able to train with you. So we have to scale things back for safety. But in capoeira, I mean, you're going full blast. You're just not making contact, but the kick that you do in the roda, the game, the is the same as if you were doing it in the street. And I've seen people take a capoeira kick to the face. I've had a few close calls myself, and yeah, it's no joke. So yeah, don't sleep on the capoeirista
Don't sleep
and
on
think that they're just
it.
gonna think that they're just gonna cartwheel around you. That's not how it
No,
works.
no. That's funny that you say that
Very
because I remember watching. There's this guy who was doing like the basic, the Jenga, and then he kept doing the Jenga. Then he did the spins and the flips, and then this dude just clocked him on top of his head. And it's like when I showed my father, he was like, is that capoeira, Keisha?" I was like, "No, Dad, that's not what capoeira is." He's like, "And you sure it's not all these flips? How is the grandson going to defend himself if this is what he's gonna be? He's gonna be dancing around. Yeah, don't sleep on it because that's not what that is."
exactly. I think I may know the clip that you're talking about, but
Mhm.
I have this story of such a clip in that so there's this movie called Never Back Down, and it's a lot of I don't know. It's I guess it's sort of a riff on kind of the Karate Kid, in that new kid comes to town and gets bullied by there's like this underground teenage fight club, whatever, and he gets bullied by the guys in the club and everything, and he finds some unsuspecting guy to train him and all those good things, and it's one of these kind of silly movies, but there was a clip that popped up that I guess it was maybe like an extra or something something like that. It was somebody. It was kind of like a behind the scenes clip from this movie, and there's a scene in the movie where the main bad guy is in his little underground fight club, and there's a capoeira guy that he's about to fight, and there goes the dog again, but we're gonna press on. um so as they're getting ready to fight, the capoeira guy is doing all these fancy flips and everything like that, and uh, uh, then they start the fight, and he jumps out, and the other guy hits him with one punch and knocks him out.
Mhm.
And now this particular video clip, I guess, was filmed by somebody that was in the background or something like that. So it kind of looked like it was a real, a real kind of viral video kind of thing. And but it was totally part of the movie or whatever. But naturally, anytime something with capoeira comes around, uh, it gets spread around to in the circles and stuff, and gets viral and stuff like that. And ended up showing this video to one of our capoeira teachers, one of the capoeira teachers, Mestre Cordion, and showed him this video, and it was like, oh, like, hey, Mestre, like, what do you think about this video? And he sees it, and he goes, "That's not capoeira." It's like, yeah, we're not gonna do if we're getting into a fight, we're not gonna be doing a bunch of flips and all that stuff like that. So said it perfectly for. I mean, it's already not a real scenario, but yeah, capoeira is not a gymnastics class. So
No.
yeah.
It's got gymnastics in it, but no.
Yeah, it incorporates incorporates a lot of pieces.
Mhm.
So very nice, very nice. So capoeira. So since we're talking about capoeira, has a lot of different facets and different pieces. I know that you're still pretty new, and in the different capoeira groups, different organizations, they kind of have different structures of how they teach and things like that. But I'm curious, have you gotten to dabble with the music part of it? Have you been working on any of the instruments and things like that yet? Or
Yes. So with the kids, I did help Coach Waddy with the children here, and I was playing uh, the tambourine, but it's a different name.
yes, the pandero,
Yes, the
pandero.
pandero. I was playing the pandero with her, and then also the same with Professor Melandro um, at his headquarters with the kids and the families. And that's the one thing that I like about what Professor Melandro has to offer, because he incorporates the entire family. Like, that's one of his missions. Like, have the families play, have everybody play a part. So either we were clapping or we played the pandero, and he was helping me like hit it and play it. And but he does this really cool thing with his thumb that
Yeah, yeah.
the
I know the move
rings.
you're talking about, and yeah, I
Yeah,
still have not mastered how to do that. Granted,
yeah,
I don't practice as much as I need, as much as I should be, but yeah, that particular ability is is still
yeah. It's
eluding me.
really
But
cool. Like when he just he touches the ring of the pandero and it rings. Like, he doesn't even hit it just goes. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, playing the instruments is a lot of fun. Singing the songs are really cool. Like I said, for me, when it comes down to what I do, I specialize in like the generational things of life, right? The ancestors. Um, and so by singing the songs of like the slaves from Brazil, some of them, and singing these traditional songs, it really um, allows me to embrace the entire like form of culture, because the culture is very similar to our background here in the northern part of America. So it's a full experience, especially being around and singing the songs and watching the movements and being a part of the whole thing. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. What do you have any advice for someone that's thinking about getting into capoeira, or somebody that's just starting out? What advice would you give them from your perspective?
Don't let your own personal problems or your own personal thoughts and beliefs stop you from doing something new. You might not be able to stick with it in the way that you desire, but allow yourself the opportunity to try something that you might actually enjoy. It's hard for us to get out of our norm, especially after we reach a certain age. Life starts lifing, and we put these unnecessary barriers in our way. Even though at the point of time, sometimes we feel like they are necessary. But when you have an opportunity to try something new, you never be you never you won't ever uh, see life the same, because life will be completely changed. Like, if I can do this, I wonder what else I can do, and it opens up your life to be more free and more balanced. And if you have children, like me, even if you're single, or if you have a full family household, blended or however, the one thing that I do enjoy the most is that the community of people, and how community based it is. It makes things so much easier knowing that when I go to a capoeira environment, that I can bring my child with me, and it's a full immersive experience for me and him. So don't let having a child stop you. Sometimes we do that too. Don't let your child, having a child be the barrier of you experiencing something wonderful for you and your family, period. Because you only have one life. That's how I see it. You only have one life, and we got to live it to the fullest.
Exactly. Exactly. Well said. Well said. I like it. I like it. All right. We are going to move into what I call our lightning round here. I've got a few little questions for you as we
Okay.
head towards wrapping up our time here.
Okay.
Uh, so um, I guess since you're still pretty new, this one may be a little tricky, but we'll give it a shot here. So,
Okay.
uh, do you have a favorite technique? So a favorite movement, a favorite I don't know, a favorite movement, or a favorite sequence, or something that you've learned so far. Have you found a
I
favorite
like
yet?
I like the arm. Wait, is it the Armada? That's the hammer kick. Is that the hammer kick? The Armada?
Martello.
The Martello.
Martello,
Okay.
Martello.
So we got the Martello, but I like the Armada because the Armada makes me feel like I'm a ballerina dancer, because you can swirl around. I think it's so cool. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So, like, if you ever see me do the Armada, it's just because I'm like, this is my trolling space. So yes, that's pretty much my favorite movement right now.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. I like it. I like it. Uh, let's see. I think we'll try that. We'll try this one anyway. So, um, do you have a favorite weapon? And I know we don't really use weapons in capoeira so much, but just in life, has there been a weapon that you found interesting, or
So I used to be the battalion commander of my JROTC program, and in high school, and I love guns. Honestly, I am a sharpshooter. I'm really great with a rifle. Um, that's why I don't have guns in my home, because it's my happy place. I'm like, I love them, and I'm really great with them. So I refrain from my happy place because of that. But yeah, I'm a gun girl. I'm
okay?
definitely a gun girl.
All right. Do you have a favorite gun, or a favorite rifle, or
No, just whatever. I don't after dealing with the high school thing. Like, I shot a double barrel, and that power is like, whoa, that's awesome. Like, I really have a special affinity for guns. And because you can tell in my body language, I'm like, I get such joy about it. So I have to like refrain myself from that moment, that piece of joy, only because I'm good at it. I am naturally good at it. I'm naturally great at it, and that's dangerous. So
Very nice, very nice. Well, that makes one of us. I'm a former army man, and
okay.
uh, I I'm a terrible shot. I'm by the grace of God, I was able to qualify because yeah, I couldn't hit a bull in the butt with a bass fiddle. So, but you know, somebody was smiling on me, or somebody wasn't paying attention the day that I qualified, and
They said,
but
not you, not
very
today.
nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice. I like it. All right. So then our next question is if there's anyone that you could train with, living or dead, fictional or non-fictional, who would that be? And it could be anyone ever, including people that maybe you're already training with. So
The door
I know
melanges.
that you're still new, so you may not know you may not know a lot of the who's who is in the capoeira world, but yeah, just anybody that you could think of that you would like to train with, who would that be?
The door melanges from Black Panther.
Uh, nice, nice. I
I'm
like
that
it. I
girl.
like it. I like it. Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I lost my collective cool when I found out that Melandro was in Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War, and it was like, oh my god,
Ah,
I trained with a guy that was in this movie and these movies, and yeah, I it I was watching for him in the theater. I was in there looking for him. I was like, hey, I know this guy. So yeah,
so
it's pretty exciting. But
I'm the
yeah,
aftermath of it. So I'm like, oh my God. And I straight fangirled out. I was like, for real? Oh my God. So how was it with Chadwick Boseman? How was that? Oh, how was this? Oh my God. Oh, fangirl. I'm a straight Marvel girl. Marvel all day.
very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, there's a lot coming up real soon
Can't
with
wait.
all the Marvel goodness and Avengers Doomsday as the next one coming up. So that's going to be
Hmm.
pretty exciting. So yeah,
I'm here
looking
for
forward to that.
it.
All right. Our last question here. What is something that always motivates you to train, and or something that you'd like to put out for others to motivate them to train? So, the example that I always give is the movie Rocky Four. He's out there and he's doing the training montage. He's running through the snow and chopping the wood and all that stuff like that. The music's going. Anytime I see that scene, I'm ready to get out there and get training. So, what is something like that for you, and or something that you'd like to share with the listeners? Something that always motivates you to train.
To be honest, the thing that motivates me to train the most is my son. Um, because I am a 45-year-old mother of a 5-year-old, and I'm not 20 no more. I ain't even in my 30s no more. So, knowing that I'm here to be his guide in this life and looking at his eyes and allowing him to see me learn something new and allowing him to see me fail at things, I think that's one of the best teachers. When we play capoeira together, even in the middle of the street, it's our wonderful bond that's created to make us be a little bit closer. And to see his little hazel eyes smile um, when I do a new move or a new kick or I do my armadas and my negativas, and seeing him, seeing me come from struggling to do that to now being almost, mastering it in my own way, shape, and form. It's so motivating because I know for me, when I saw my mother play baseball with a bunch of men, it changed my projection and my trajectory of how I view womanhood. And that's my hope and goal, that not just it shows the change in womanhood, but to empower my son to know that no matter how old you are, no matter what life throws at you, you can still go out and learn something new and have a blast doing it.
I like it. I like it. Very, very well said. Very well said.
Thank you.
All right. So we are at our final piece of business
Okay.
for today, and that is the shameless self promotion. So you can plug anything that you want, or if there's anything. Well, actually, I was thinking about this, and then I went into my spiel before I did that. So actually, before we get to the shameless self promotion, I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask if you have received your apelido yet,
No.
your nickname, your war name,
No.
or is that still forthcoming?
Yes, that's still forthcoming. When I say I'm brand new, I'm brand spanking new. Like I'm maybe 2 months in.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
my
okay.
son's been
Gotcha,
doing it for
gotcha.
four,
Perfect, perfect.
like consistently for 4 months. I have been doing it consistently for two. But I can't wait
Very
to get
nice, very
my
nice.
capoeira name now that I know what it means.
Very nice, very nice. Well, yeah, be looking forward to that as well. It took me about 4 years before I got mine, and then I got like five of them in the span of about a month or two. But only one of them stuck. So
You can
uh,
have more than
that's
one.
just kind of how it goes. It's uh, technically yes, but there's really only one that is going to kind of get tied to you. So
Okay.
I had a few kind of generic ones. I don't want to say generic, but I guess they're ones that kind of come up a lot. So, like for a time, I had Gato Preto, which is black cat, and it's like okay, there's a lot of those, but the one that ultimately stuck. So my apelido is Negao. Essentially, it's big black guy. So maybe it's not the most creative name, but I mean, I'm not really sure where how why anybody would say that for me, but no, I kid, but I like it. That's the one that stuck, and I think I've only encountered two other people that had the same one, so I like it. I mean, there's a lot that get I don't know, recycled a lot, or ones that carry a lot of weight, so to speak. But
Yeah, like Melandro
uh,
is
uh,
cool.
it
Wadi
works
is
for me.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, hmm
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it has
Exactly,
meaning
exactly,
behind
exactly.
it.
hmm Exactly, exactly. So, all right. So, yes, let's get back to the shameless self promotion. So, plug anything that you want, or if there's anything that we hadn't covered that you wanted to make sure to say, you now have the floor, and then we will close out from there.
Okay, awesome. Well, first of all, I want to tell you, Reggie, thank you so much for having me on your show. I count it an honor and a privilege in all forms. Did not expect my little challenge to myself to bring forth something so wonderful. And your time has been phenomenal to me. And thank you for sharing your platform, your experiences, and the conversation is impeccable, in my opinion. Um, my shameless plug, as I stated before, I help people understand generational traumas for the most part. I do connect to the ancestors in that process. So a lot of the things that we are dealing with in our lives when it comes down to our health can be tied to the mental programs that we've accepted in our in our minds. And so what I do is I am one of less than 100 Black people who do what I do, one of less than 100 Black Americans that do what I do, where I help people understand what the generational traumas are, and you can make a conscious decision on whether or not you want to hold on to it or let it go. Some like a psychologist, some like a therapist, and I'm definitely a seer. And it can be done in a little bit over an hour. I have free classes that I teach on a day-to-day basis. If you ever want to join me on TikTok, you can join me through Black Cherokee One Tribe. Um, Same handle is on IG, and I have free live classes. You could ask me anything pertaining to your way of your feelings, and we can always take a deep dive to find out where those feelings come from to help you change your mindset. Like I said, if I'm teaching this, I gotta be about it. So if I'm gonna teach it, I'm gonna say it. I gotta follow through on what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my little shameless plug. Thank you for the
Very
opportunity.
nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, no, I thank you so much for being on and sharing your story, and I am excited to see what's next. I mean, your posts pop up, and it's like, yeah, she's out there getting it done. So I like it. Spreading the capoeira goodness, spreading that ashe
Ashe.
and all the greatness. So yeah, just keep on keeping on, and we will be watching what's next for you. And when you get that apelido, we'll have to have you back on, and we can talk about that and talk about all the great capoeira experiences. And yeah, just I thank you again, and I'll definitely see you in the hood sometime in the future. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much again, Reggie.
Thank you for listening to My Empty Hands. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with a friend. If you didn't enjoy it, please share it with an enemy. If you'd like to be a guest, or if you would like to recommend a guest for the show, please email me at podcast@talkingkempo.com. Thank you.